All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to my movie slash TV show channel where I'm just talking on anything movies and TV shows related. And matter of fact, there's an idea that I just thought of where I'm like, I think yeah, there's gonna be a video following this video, but yeah, I just wanted to open it up real quick, make sure I don't forget about it and stuff. But anyways, locking back in with this Christine movie idea, but no, so here's the thing. I did read that some time back that they were going to either remake, reboot, do something surrounding the Christine story. And how I personally think how it should go, because I just remember how they did It Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, by far probably the best It movies in my opinion. I think yeah, I did see the original It movie, but it wasn't like it didn't stand out to me like how the new ones did and stuff. So yeah, It Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, those were both really good movies. And I think Christine should be done in the same way. I think that it should have a origin story to showcase like how Christine got to how it was like or how she was, and then it should focus like on how the 80s version was about Ernie when he very first comes across Christine and stuff. But yeah, it should, because I feel like that, yeah, when you maybe if you read the book, then it might explain it a little, because I never did get a chance to read Christine. I remember I almost I should do that, because I'm like, I ain't never bought a Stephen King book before. So I think I do have like a book, like a channel where I talk about books and stuff. And I think, yeah, I think this is gonna probably end up being the first Stephen King book that I buy. But nah, anyways, but no, like if they do talk on like Christine's origin story, I think that's how it should be done. I don't know if they're sitting down trying to figure out like what could we write about. I'm like, fam, that like exactly like how it like Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 was. I mean, yeah, they don't really get into details about whatchamacallit, Pennywise's like origins. I mean, they do kind of talk on it, but I think like that's how Christine should be, where it's like it's showcasing like the start of Christine, but then it also is like explaining throughout the movie how like she came about and stuff, but not exactly like it, but still though, like in that fashion and stuff. But and then yeah, then the second one should be about when Ernie, or no, that's how it actually should end up, where it's like, so the brother, the owner, I can't think of the guy's name, but I just remember like there was that brother that sold Ernie the car. So that's how it should be, where it's like he drops off the car and like in his front yard and things, and then it's just sitting there collecting dust, and then eventually that's when you hear Ernie and his friend, I can't remember what car he was driving. I don't think it was a Camaro, or I'll have to watch that movie again. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. But anyways, but yeah, it should like end off like where it's just it focuses in on Christine when she's in that yard, and then that's when you hear a car coming up, and then you hear like the person that's Ernie talking about it. Then that's when the credits should roll up. Then like, okay, the next one is gonna be about Ernie when he gets Christine and stuff. And then yeah, then part two, it should just be exactly like how the original one was. Obviously like some different things here and there. And I think that's probably another thing too. I know people are probably all like, yeah, what's taking so long for this movie to come out, or a trailer or anything. They're probably trying to figure out like what new things could we do to this movie. And I feel like, yeah, I'll probably end up doing a part two to this video, like discussing some new things, because yeah, I mean, when you just seen the amount of stuff that they did to the new It movies, it's like, bro, them movies was way more freakier than the original It movies. So yeah, I'm like with Christine, I think it definitely has to be that, but that is one scene that you cannot take away when they do the second one. You cannot take away that gas station, or the what was it? It was like a gas station slash mechanic shop, whatever. You cannot take away that scene. That is one of my all-time favorite scenes in just movie history, bro. Like, no, that for those that have never seen Christine and you've never seen that gas station scene, bro, it really shows you how dangerous Christine was. So yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, do that. I mean, if they want to do a third one, because I mean, like how the original one ended, it ended off like, okay, like a new story can come out of this. I think like if something, I mean, they could do that too, where it's like it continues off from the original one, and then it showcases like she just regenerated, put herself back together after, yeah, being like balled up into a box pretty much. But yeah, it's like they could go based off of that, or they could just have it where it's a fresh new story. And I mean, if they wanted to do that too, then yeah, it definitely has to be a thing where Christine just goes crazy. Like she's just going around taking out any and everybody. And you know, the town doesn't like know, and then that's when, you know, the original characters they come back and they're all like, okay, well, this is how we defeated the car. But then Christine, she gets smarter and wiser. So yeah, it's one of those things where you know, I mean, like, I don't know how that would. I guess they could do it if they wanted to like have it where she regenerated herself from like when she was a box. But it's like, how would that go about? Because it would have to. I feel like it would have to take place. I don't think Christine ain't gonna wait no 40 years to. Okay, now like okay, now it's the time to strike, and then she starts doing some old wild stuff. No, it has to be a situation where it's you know, maybe around that same time. I don't know. But yeah, it I guess I don't know, because I'm like now sitting down thinking, I'm like, I think it would be best to like redo the stories. If you guys want to have it where it still takes place in the 80s, that very well can be the thing, a case too. And then yeah, then the third one, it could be like, okay, it's like right after, and then that's when they're all like, no, we gotta like blow Christine up, or we gotta like send her off in the bottom of the ocean or something, do something, all right. But I don't know how they would do that. They know they would have to blow her up. But that's the thing though. It's like you seen that gas station scene. I'm like, she in a way did kind of, but it's like no. I think it was like you would have to like call military or something. You know, shoot her. Even shooting her with a rocket launcher. I'm like, I don't know how you would be able to defeat Christine. I'm like, dang man. I'm like, Stephen King, he did something with this. But anyways, yeah. But like a lot could be done. I just think that, you know, like yeah, there's more could be done, I guess, like creative wise when it comes down to Christine. But yeah, I think that's what the two movies should be about, like the origins, showing when like the original owner of Christine, and then like showcasing his end. And then his second movie should be about the like Ernie and stuff. And I mean, if they want to like change it up too, where it's not like Christine getting crushed, but they, yeah, they do like blow her up, strap some explosives to her, rig the car with some explosives. They very well can do that too. And then, or it be like somewhere it's like, you know, you gotta find like the core of Christine, and then like kill her like that and stuff. So it's like, I mean, I guess like the story can be somewhat different in things. But yeah, overall though, I'm like, I would love to see another Christine movie. I think that it would definitely hit for a lot of different people, you know, especially them Stephen King fans. I'm like, yeah, this movie, it definitely would hit, you know. So, but anyways, with that being said, stay tuned for the next video on Lights, Camera, and TMossBoss on the Lights, Camera, and TMossBoss channel. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.